think this is on. I think I figured this out. All right, I think we're live. So I'm back. Whew, I've been gone for a minute. So I do think I just want to say thank you to everyone that has sent emails and reached out to me to see what's going on. Just had some family issues going on, some health concerns with a family member. They've been in the hospital and just stuff going on that I had to deal with. Plus, I do honestly have a regular job that I go to every day. So I do apologize, but I'm back. They're doing good. So that's blessings. But yeah, so I've just been not in the right mind to do readings. But I'm back. I've decided to do this little live thing tonight. Just get on here. I'm just going to pull some random cards, do some random readings. If any of you do join in, I'd be happy to do some free readings for you. So we'll kind of see if anybody pops in here. If not, I guess I'm just going to get started here. Actually, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to run and grab a lighter because I forgot it. And I want to light some sage before I start pulling cards. So give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I'm back. Whew. Yeah, I've been gone off here for like a month now. Like I said, it was a lot. They were having mini strokes and seizures, and it's just a lot to deal with. But we are back. They're going to be fine. They figured everything out. They got them on meds. Everything's stable now, so it's a blessing. I'm just going to light my sage here real quick. Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully everything's going good. I'm in Michigan right now, so obviously fall is starting to kick in. It's getting chilly out. So I've just been, enjoying all that stuff, the farmers markets, the pumpkins, the pumpkin spice everything. I'm going to say I'm one of those people. Really do love the pumpkin. All right, just going to clear the energies here real quick and we'll get started. I have a deck that I haven't used yet on this channel. I've used in like just dailies with people I know and stuff. But I think I'm going to use it tonight. It's called the First Light Tarot. And actually I might have used it on this channel. I can't remember. But what I like about it is it has like these question cards. So it's almost like the universe can just pull cards and kind of guide the readings for us. So that's why I really want to do that. So I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to start with that, kind of just see what the universe wants to tell us. What are the energies going into this month of October? So it's just so much going on in the world right now. So it's easy to get overwhelmed. It's easy to get stressed out. It's easy to not know what you're supposed to be doing or where you're supposed to be going. We're just inundated with all kinds of information. So let's let the universe take control tonight. Sorry, I'm just separating them out real quick. But they're really, 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 really beautiful cards. They have this is the Fool card. It's the Hubble telescope. And then each image is an actual real image from the Hubble telescope on it. So they're absolutely beautiful. But by questions, this is what I mean. Like this one says, why is this happening? We have one that says, what should I do? The present. Who may help me? Those kind of questions. So that's why we're just going to pull these and kind of see what the universe wants to tell us. And we'll go from there. I don't really have any plans for tonight. I just really wanted to get on here and just say hi, kind of update you why I've been like MIA for a minute here. It's not because I didn't love you guys. It's not that I don't want to do this. It was just some really hard, rough times there for a while. And I just mentally, emotionally I couldn't do it. But now that everything's stable and life's getting back to normal and I'm getting back to work and working every day, I'll start to be able to come on here more. I'm actually planning this weekend to do all 12 zodiac love readings again, like I have been in the past. I'm going to sit that down and do that this weekend because I am off this weekend. So I've left this weekend open just for you guys and just kind of get caught up and do those love readings. But I just want to take some time tonight, get on here, say hello, say thank you for all of your love and support. So many of you had reached out just to make sure I was okay, which we have talked, and I really appreciate that. So let's get into it. So universal messages. Let's see what the universe has to tell us tonight. So I'll start with the question cards. I'm trying to decide how many questions I want to get. Let's just start with one question card, and we'll go from there and kind of elaborate and see where it wants to take us. So let's go ahead and pull a question card here. And I do apologize for this lighting and the spot I am at in my house right now. It's not the best, but it's what I have for right now, so we're going to work with it. All right, universe, what is the general messages for my viewers? What is the message you want to come across for the month of October? What is the message that you want to come across for the month of October? Strategy. So the question that came up, or the message, the card that came up was strategy. So maybe there's something that you're all trying to plan, or you're trying to decide on, or you're just kind of at like a crossroads with your life. You're not sure which way to go. You're not sure which direction to take. So very fascinating. Let's go ahead and draw some cards. I'm going to start with 3 cards from this deck. Can I get 3 cards to explain the strategy card? Can I get 3 cards for the strategy card? What is the clarification or the message about strategy that you want to come across? What is the message that you want to come across? Give me 3 cards. More shuffle. All right, so future. So it's something to do with planning for the future, something that you're trying to decide that could change your future. Variables are affecting this, so you obviously do have a lot of choices or different things, or maybe just people putting their opinions in on it, on your situation, trying to maybe direct you in one way or the other. It could just be simply like maybe you have multiple job offers and you're trying to figure out which one is going to fit best for you. Which one do you see that you could still be in the future? And then the third card that we have is your recent past. Okay, so your recent past, what I'm getting from this, something in your recent past has almost caused like this crossroads moment for you, where now you have to like kind of sit down and think about the different variables that are affecting this issue. So something's come about recently for you where you've been kind of forced into looking at a new path, a new direction, a new idea, or just being like kind of pushed into making a decision about something. I feel like this, whoever I'm resonating with, it's definitely you've come to some kind of crossroads. And it's something that you're really focused on, like your future and like where you're going and what you want to do. But there's like all these outside forces that are kind of in your way, or you feel like are affecting this issue. And then it's something that triggered, and whatever triggered this happened recently. So something recently has happened that has kind of put you into this mode of having to plan and come up with a strategy for your future because of these different variables and stuff that are affecting you. I want to get some more clarification with a regular tarot deck. So I think we're going to use, I'm going to go with my Witch's Tarot. I haven't used this one in a couple weeks, so let's try this deck. So let's see, what is this crossroads you're at? What is the strategy that you're trying to decide? What are these variables that are affecting you? So something recently, let's find out. I want to know what's recently triggered you. What happened in the recent past that's triggered my viewers or that's caused them to have to come up with a new strategy? What's happened in the recent past? Give me 2 cards, please. What's happened in the recent past for my viewers? First card is a Knight of Wands. So somebody coming in with a message very fast, very quick. It was actually a positive message. So whatever you're dealing with or whatever you're kind of like is kind of triggered you, or you're like thinking about the future and like the different variables and stuff, whatever it is that came in, it was something positive. So some kind of message or news that's positive has come through to you. This is the King of Wands. So obviously that represents like the fires. The sun represents fire as well, Leo. So you do have a lot of fire energy. So this was, I feel like, a very passionate message. Just something that's happened just all of a sudden. Like maybe you didn't think it was going to happen. Or you just were really shocked by this. I do get this feeling of like just the shock. It's almost like you had this, like this message came through, it made you happy, but now you're like in shock. You're like, okay, well, what's going to happen in the future? Like, how are all these different things going to play out? You know, so that is definitely a great way to start this reading. I really like this reading already. It's good energy. But let's go ahead and see. So what are you worried about the future? What's going on with this future card? What are they trying to strategize or plan for the future with this new message that came through? Can I get 2 cards to clarify this future card? Can I get 2 cards to clarify the future card? I dropped the deck. Give me a second. Can I get 2 cards for this future card clarification? So we have 7 of Pentacles. So you're wondering how this, well, so there's, and I got the shadow side. So you are still, I feel like whatever came through, this quick communication, this message, this person, this maybe job opportunity, whatever came in all of a sudden for you recently, it's triggered you in a way. Now you're kind of a little stressed. You like, maybe you didn't expect this. You weren't planning for this. And so now it's like, oh my gosh, like how is this going to affect my future? And you might be thinking, is it really worth investing? Can I trust this? You know, is this really what I want? Do I see a future with this? So let's keep going here. What are these variables that are affecting? Let's keep going with this message here. I'm getting a clearer picture, but what are the variables affecting the issue? What are the variables affecting this issue right now? What are the variables affecting this issue? Can I get 2 cards to clarify that, please? 2 cards. So King of Wands, more fire energy. So I definitely feel like there's a masculine fire energy around. Maybe it's somebody that you were waiting for, or maybe you finally just decided to quit waiting. And it's like now they've just all of a sudden rushed in really fast. They try to communicate with you. And it's like you are happy, but at the same time, you're worried about the future. And like, is this going to be something that's end up being long-term? Is this something that I can really trust? But I do feel like there is some healing that has occurred. There's some kind of healing that has happened. So let's go ahead and clarify. I want to look more into the future because it's clear, like somebody recently sent you a message or just came into your life all unexpectedly. It's like maybe you've always just kind of waited for this. You were always hoping that you would find somebody or somebody would just spark you, you know, that passion in you. And it's like now that it's happened, you're worried about like the different variables, like, you know, how is this going to work? Is this going to last? Can I trust this person? Do I trust myself with this person? Is this really going to be worth my time and energy if I invest in it? So it's like all that like shadow work's coming up. It's like all the energies are really good, but in the future, you still have that dark shadow where you're just not quite trusting it. And it's funny because you had the sun come in. So it's like you could see the sun up in the corner, like blaring in. It's like the sun is so bright and it's like blaring down on you all of a sudden. You're like, oh, wait, like I haven't seen that in for so long. Like, is that real? Can I trust it? So let's go ahead and get some more clarification for this. Can my viewer that's watching this reading, can they trust this new passionate energy, this new positive message that's come through? Can they trust that? what kind of future energies do you see for this message, for this person that's come in? What I'm seeing is that there has to be good communication. As long as you are able to keep that line of communication open, if you really just kind of unblock yourself and just really go for it. So if this is something that you have been waiting for, a message, a person, a job, whatever this new fast energy that came in, this new fast message that kind of just set you back, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, wait. Like I was on my own path. I was doing my own thing. I wasn't expecting this. And now it's like changed everything. And now I'm thinking like, okay, is this going to work? Is this something I want? I feel like you're in your head so much about it that if you could just really calm that mental energy down and just really tap into your heart and what you trust in your intuition, and just really be open and honest with that, with yourself, then there is some healing and some truth that's going to come through. Is this a love situation is what I want to know. Is this a love situation that's recently come in? Is this a love situation that's recently come in? Yes, it's a love message that's triggered you. It's somebody that you see as possibly the person for you, somebody that you could possibly marry. But now it's like you have all these choices now, and it's like you feel even more confused than ever. So I feel like what I'm really getting from this is somebody that you might have just given up on. And like, you know what? This is never going to go. They're just never going to see it my way. Like, all right, I'm letting them go. Whatever. God, take it over, So then you start going about your business and all that. And then all of a sudden, bam, this message comes through from them. Or their energy just all of a sudden, like they're bombarding you with like love bombs and just attention and just wanting to like get closer. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Like, this isn't the energy you brought before. Like the energies have shifted. And so now it's like you're just like really up in your head about it. But this message that came through, it's because somebody really felt left out. Somebody's been really reflecting on like which direction they want to go with their life. And I feel like they finally have made that choice. They're finally ready to put the past to an end. They're ready to move forward. Well, the cards are saying what I'm already saying before I pull them. And they're ready to move forward. They're ready for that new beginning with you. Like this decision that they made, it's a final decision. It's something that they know that they want now and they want to move towards. And I feel like you have left them out in the cold. This is definitely somebody or something that you've left out in the cold for a long time. And it's caused them to go within. It's caused them to find this new strength with them, this new clarity. And they do want a new cycle with you. And they do see happiness with you. I feel like this reading is definitely somebody that I think you have kind of written off or pushed to the side, didn't want anything to do with. You kind of just moved on, were doing your own thing. And that triggered that person to go within, to really like look at things and like decide like, and it's like it triggered them. And then they're started to realize like, oh my gosh, like, did I just let the person, did I just push the person I really like away? And so I feel like they've done all that deep soul searching and that like, healing within themselves. And it's like now they've tried, after they did all that, right? What they do, they formed a strategy. So they have a strategy. Like when they were coming forward with these messages, they have a strategy behind it. And they have a strategy to like prove. I feel like this person is going to prove. So even if you start to in the future question this or like thinking it's too good to be true or like why all of a sudden do they want to invest when they didn't want to, I feel like this person is going to just keep putting the effort in. They're going to keep putting the effort in. They're going to keep wanting to work on this. I don't see this. I see nothing but good coming from this. Whatever this new person, see a new beginning. There's goodness coming from it. And I do feel like this is somebody that maybe you thought was sneaking around in the past, somebody that was just unemotionally attached to you. But it's like now they have this newfound love in their heart, like this newfound refreshing, like they don't want to go back to this. Like this is a cold, dark place that they were at before, where they felt blocked and they just felt you know, like and it's like they pushed you away and stuff. And then here they are by themselves. And they're like, oh crap, now what? Like, it's like almost once you left or once you cut them off, and it's not even like you physically had to leave and like move away or any of that. It's like just energetically, once you finally just said, I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm done worrying about them. I'm done focusing on them. I'm done with all of this, right? It's like once you did that, you set this trigger in motion energetically where this person really started to dive deep, really started to think about their future and what they wanted. And it's like the more they did that and the more you kept pulling your energy away from them, the stronger and more powerful they felt this attraction to you and they wanted to come forward. So that is the message we got from that one. I wasn't expecting all of that. Let's go ahead and pick these up. I'm going to do another reading from the universe. So that is a message for somebody that I'm getting. You definitely have somebody that's recently just charged back in from your past. Somebody that you thought was just like you were just done with. It's never going to happen. Let's just move on. And boom. They're back again. Back in town again. All right, let's go ahead. I got these picked up. I love these universal ones. I like doing these. So let's do another one of those real quick. And then I think I'm just going to pull like 2 or 3 cards for general energies for each sign, and we'll wrap up tonight. And then I'm going to start probably tomorrow night. I'm going to start doing my love readings. I'm going to have those all up by this weekend for all 12 signs. I'm going to probably start those tomorrow night. Those I do like to record. So I will record those. I won't do those live, but I just really wanted to get on here and just say thank you and all of that and let you know what was going on, why I just, dropped off the face of the earth for a minute. It's not because I didn't want to do this. It's not because I don't love you or any of that. It's strictly just, I wasn't emotionally or mentally in the place to do it with everything that was medically going on. Not with me, obviously. I'm fine, but just close people, family members. It's hard to tap in and do readings when you're just emotionally drained like that from life stuff. So it happens to all of us. I'm human. You're human. I'm sure you've had, people die in your life or people get really super sick like that and end up in the hospital. And it's like, you can't perform your job like you're supposed to and things like that. So now everything's calming down, everything's getting back to normal, and so back. But enough about that. I just wanted to say thank you again. I really do appreciate all of you. But yeah, let's go ahead and do another one. So let's do another general message. Let the universe kind of decide where it's going. Universe, what is a general message that you want to come across? What's the general message you'd like to come across? What is the general message you would like to come across tonight? Can I get a different message than before? What is a message that you'd like to come across? Okay, so for this reading, I'm not even joking, you all. Like, this is how my cards are to me, and they frustrate me sometimes because it's like they want to get stuck on a message and stay there. Because look at what card came up again. The strategy card. I've noticed that like the more years go by that I do tarot, I don't know for other tarot readers, but for me personally, it's like no matter how much I shuffle, no matter how much I ask for a different message, it's like when the cards have a message that they want to get across, they're going to just keep shoving that message in my face. So, but we're going to leave that card there. I'm still going to draw another one because hopefully they'll let us go somewhere else with these cards tonight. All right. Can I get a different message, please? Can I please get a different message? All right. What's the other message you have? Present. So, all right. So that's a good card to have. So we have the strategy. I'm going to leave that there, but we're going to add the present card to that. So we're going to add what's going on right now. What can you do right now with your life? What is some information, some guidance that the universe can give you for your present moment? All right, universe, help me out here. What is the present message that we can give to our viewers about this present card? What is the message that you want them to know about their present moment in life? What's going on? Wow, that card really, 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 really wanted to come out. It's called Vibration. So, like I said, and it kind of goes back to last reading, not that I want to keep dwelling on that, but like I was saying, it's like this has hit you so fast, so hard, this positive energy, this positive message that's come through, that you start to go back, where you start to like second guess, and you start to overthink, and you start to not trust. And it's like, just really, really, really keep your positive thoughts, keep your actions positive. Anytime you start to have those self-doubting or that second guessing, just really, really fill your mind with those positive energies, those positive vibrations, whatever you need to do that. If that's just sitting there and just keep repeating yourself like over and over again, that I've got this, I'm enough, I'm, all of that. Maybe taking time out each day to meditate, taking time out each day to write down what you're thankful for. Your key right now in your present moment, your best strategy you could have right now is just keeping your vibrations as high as possible, keeping your thoughts and your actions as high and positive as possible. So, can I get another card for this this message here with the present? Can I get another card to clarify this message? Can I get another card, please? So this one is called the Moon Phases. I haven't seen this card yet, so that's why I was looking at it. But it's called the Moon Phases. And it talks about moon, which is mystery, instinct, and discovery. So I feel like you just really are at a point where you really just need to trust that deep inner knowing that you have, to quiet those thoughts that we all have. We all go through it, where maybe we're starting a new project, or we're starting something new, or we're just trying to be a better person, or trying to like raise our vibration and change our habits and stuff, where we can easily slip back into like, well, or even just like self-comparing. I know a lot of people will do that. Like they'll start something and they're not going as fast with it, or seeing stuff like as fast as other people, or they're just not getting like the blessings that they thought they deserved as quickly as they thought. So then they can start to slip back into those lower vibrations, or like wanting to just give up on it. And it's like right now, your best strategy for right now, if there is something that you truly want or desire, or a change that you want to see in your life or yourself, your present moment is to really keep focusing on that. Keep focusing on your vibrations, keep focusing on your thoughts. And it's like, yes, like a moon phase, it's going to come and go. Like you're going to have days where you're not feeling as confident. You're going to have days where you start overthinking. Just don't dwell on that. Do whatever you have to do to like keep yourself up there, to keep yourself motivated. If you need to, you can email me. I'd be happy to email you every day and tell you to get out of bed, get dressed, do it again. I'm fine with that. I'm really good at emailing communication. Like I read my emails every day and I respond. So if you're having a moment and you've seen this message and you start to have a moment like that, just email me. I would be happy to send you some love and some positive energy. Yeah, it's just like there's so much more that's about to try to come into your life that you can't see. And the key to getting there is going to be your vibration, and your thoughts about yourself, your actions that you put in every day towards your goals. It's going to really make and break this. And just accepting that, like a moon phase, sometimes there's you're up, sometimes you're down. Like it's just not staying there. It's almost like you have to kind of float through this month is what I'm getting. And just really do the best you can to keep everything positive and, keep your vibration as high as you can. But I do feel like you're going to kind of be like this month is what I'm getting. Like you're present, like right now and going through the month of October, your emotions, your thoughts, everything's going to be going up and down. But if you take all this up and down, you draw a line through it. That's like what I call like the baseline. If you were to do that, you would see like as the month goes on, like, yeah, one day you're up here, one day you're down here. But if you go through the month, you're going to see that those waves get smaller and you get close to that baseline where you can just really float through the month. And you're going to start to feel more stronger and more positive as the month goes on. It's like if you can keep focusing on doing that, you're just going to get stronger and stronger as the month goes on. You're going to be able to get through these cycles. these like moon phases, basically, these energetic phases that are going to happen this month. Can I get one more message for this present card? Can I get another message, please, to clarify this? Whoop. I tell you, my cards make me... So, after all that I just said, and back to how my cards want to just keep on the same messages, no. But the future card did come back out again. So, your thoughts, your actions, your drive, your making sure you're staying as bright, happy, as positive, like no matter what life throws at you, just to kind of just grunt and bear through it. It's like it's like your future has like this brightness to it. And it's like, I feel like this is the month though, where you're going to be going through a lot. Like I said, it's going to start off really roller coaster with your thoughts being like, you start second guessing yourself, you start to like self-doubt, you start to self-sabotage. And it's like, but yet it's like almost like you're being tested. Like, can you counteract that? Can you be like, okay, I accept that you can even talk to yourself. I do this sometimes. Like, I'll be like, brain, I get it. You think this isn't possible, or, or like I should, I'll even talk to myself like that. I don't know, maybe that's weird or whatever, but it works. And it's like, I'm like, all right, if that's how you feel, that's what you want to think, but that's not what I think. Like, I start to take over that and I start to say, I can do this. I will do this. I am good enough. Like, why not me? Like I'll start to counteract those every time I get those negative thoughts, or every time I start to doubt, or I start to feel a little low. I will just really start to overtake my thoughts and force those positive thoughts and just force myself to keep moving forward. And it's like every time you do that, it's like you'll start to get lighter. It'll start to get easier. Things will just start to make sense to you more. Things will become clearer. And I feel like that's what this message is trying to get across. It's like, this is a month where you're going to start off like just feeling like such a roller coaster, and like there's too much hidden and you're not sure, and you're going to start overthinking and self-doubting and self-sabotaging. And it's like, if you can just really step outside of yourself and recognize that, and just really stay as positive as you can with your actions, your thoughts, all of that. It's like towards the end of this month, it's like everything's just going to become so much clearer, so much easier for you. Yeah, by the end of the month, you're not going to feel like you're having a battle versus good and evil. See, like I feel like you're starting off this month with this up and down. So let's draw some regular tarots to clarify this. But yeah, it's like you're having a battle internally right now between good and bad thoughts, good and bad energies, that up and down that we all go through sometimes in life. And it's like, if you can just really just stick with that positive thought, just do whatever you can to keep those thoughts high, their actions positive. Even if you do start to self-doubt, just still put the action behind what you want. Even if you are doubting yourself or you don't feel like you can do it, just take that step towards it. Because I feel like the more you do that this month, the more you're going to clear your energy. And then the more you're going to start to go into that higher vibrations, that positive energy is going to start flowing more for you. And it's just really going to open you up by the end of the month. Like, you have a really bright card at the end of the month. All right, let's draw some regular tarot, though, for this message. Let's start with 3 cards. Can I get 3 cards to clarify this message, please? Can I get 3 cards to clarify this message? And I see somebody's watching. I don't know who you are, but hello. Welcome. All right. Doesn't tell me who. It just shows me somebody's watching. All right. So can I get 3 cards to clarify this message? Can I get 3 cards? Oh, geez. I can't hold on to my cards today. Can I get 3 cards to clarify? All right. Last shuffle here. Okay. So kind of going back to the first message and then just reiterating with the second message. Messages. You have a lot of messages at the beginning of the month that are going to come through that could even cause you to start to self-doubt, self-sabotage. So yeah, there's quick messages. There's a lot of things coming to you, a lot of things being opened up for you. Give me another. I wanted 3 cards. Give me one more. Oops. It has to do with a message. Both the first reading I just did and this one, it keeps talking about, like, it's like this sudden message that comes through either right now or like going into October, that it's just really kind of offset you. And it's like you're going to be doing like this emotional roller coaster and this overthinking and this self-doubting. And like one day you're going to be like high vibration. The next day you're not going to, you almost like don't want to get out of bed. But it's like the more that you are grateful for those high days, and then on the low days, you can just really force your thoughts and your actions just to keep trugging through. It's like there's something that's trying to going to come through. It's almost like you're being tested right now. The universe is testing you. Like, it's like you've wanted something, you've been striving for something, you've wished for something. And it's like now you're starting to get messages and like different signs and stuff where that this could be possible, like what you have. But then at the same time, it's like your emotions and like, it's like you're not trusting your own intuition at the beginning of the month. Give me one more card. Emperor. So it is a strong masculine energy that has like maybe said something to you that's really kind of rocked your world is what I'm getting. I want a new tarot deck because I keep getting the same cards and I don't like that. Because I don't want to keep repeating the same message. I mean, obviously that's probably the message that needs to come out when I keep getting the same one over and over. But there's more than one message out here, so... All right, so let's go ahead and clarify this present reading. So just kind of recap where we're at. So we pulled the strategy card, which was the same one as the first one. So I set that aside and pulled the second card. The second card was present. So we're looking at your right now, going into October, present energies. And what I'm getting with that is like you're having a battle versus good versus evil going on. An internal struggle versus good and evil. Your main focus or what you should be doing this month is vibration, which is keeping as high and positive as you can with your actions, your thoughts, your words, your treatment of yourself. Because there is a lot of moon phases. Like what I get with this card, there's going to be a lot of up and downs. Where one day, like I said, you're going to be ecstatic, like everything's great, life is perfect. And the next day, for no reason, you're going to feel like down or distracted or just start those thoughts like self-sabotaging. And it's like if you can really, really get through this month is keeping those positive thoughts and actions. It's like if you can make it through this phases this month, something beautiful is going to bloom at the end of the month. And I think what triggered this whole present moment or this whole like good versus evil, this battle that you're going to have internally is because there's some strong masculine energy that has recently just communicated this message to you that's like just come out of nowhere. And that's kind of what's triggered this. So let's go into and elaborate with a new tarot deck so we can get some new cards out here. So can we get some clarification about this good and evil, this kind of ebb and flow that I see happening this month for my viewers? Can I get 3 cards to clarify this? Can I get 3 cards to clarify, please? We have the moon again. So yeah, it's like you just have to trust that it's almost like you're being tested to trust your intuition, trust what you were working for, trust and believe in yourself. And it's like I feel like this is going to be a very deep internal battle for you this month. Of trusting, of maybe like you've always felt connected to your higher self. You've always kind of felt, like this connection, and maybe like your guides and your higher self are kind of pulling back and you don't feel as connected. And so then you start to self-doubt, you start to self-sabotage, you start to think, well, was that just all an illusion? Is this real? So you're definitely coming into a test this month, and it's a test of your own will, your own self-worth, your own, being. I feel like this is really a test within yourself. Can you keep your thoughts positive? Can you stick with your goals? Can you stick with the changes that you want to make for your life, even if things are thrown at you, or you don't feel as connected, or you don't feel like your guides and stuff are there like they were. You don't feel like, oh, sorry, I got a message. I want to read it. Oh, my friend Lou came on. Oh, he's at a concert. Yes, Lou, I'm just doing random readings for no reason. Just wanted to say hi. Oh, well, you can catch me tomorrow, I guess. All right. Sorry about that. I want to say hi because I love it when people. Oh, I love them. I had a reading with them. Oh, I don't know if they want me to air in their business. I'm not going to tell you what the reading was about, but I did do a reading for them. And I didn't know them, didn't know anything about them. And I do the same for you. So if you are somebody that wants to have a reading, like if you're resonating with this, like weird energy that I'm getting where you're being tested almost by the universe, to see if you can really trust yourself, trust your intuition, if you can stay focused and make it through these. So if you're somebody that's resonating and you would like to, so basically what happens when you do a private reading with me and you first get on, I do first off do all my readings live, like through Zoom, Skype, whatever works for you. I don't want to know your situation. I don't even want to know a question. I don't want to know nothing. I want to just sit down and pull your general energies. And then based off that, if you have questions or you want some more clarification on something, that's not a problem. That's your reading. I'll do that. But as me personally, I don't want any bias in my head or anything. Like I just really want to sit down. So anyways, the person that just hopped on and said hello was somebody that did purchase a reading with me, and I was able to do that. And I got their situation without them telling me anything. It's happened for a few of my viewers that have had readings with me. That's how I prefer it. I'd rather not know anything because then I don't have like this. Because sometimes I feel like if you tell me information or I know too much, then I can not just go with what I'm being told. Like I can, because I'm human, will start overthinking so I like to just not know. So anyways, thank you, Lou. Enjoy your concert. All right, so moving on. So let's draw the 3 cards from this deck to clarify this reading. 3 cards. So this is a new beginning. So yes, you're being tested because there's a new beginning that's going to manifest for you. There's something beautiful that's going to manifest for you. I want to say it's going to, obviously, or if you don't take this advice and you start to like let those shadows come back over, let those dark energies, let those negative thoughts, self-sabotaging things you've tried so very hard to overcome, if you start to fall back into that, then obviously this end of this month is not going to be that great. It's like you have this huge shift happening. You have this ability to really project yourself forward at the end of the month and going into the next month. But it's really it's gonna be a internal battle. It's not gonna have to do with anything or anybody else. I think somebody maybe has sent you messages that maybe triggered you into like overthinking and stuff like that, or maybe you just don't feel as connected to your guides. But I really just feel like it's the universe testing you. Like, do you really want this new beginning that you've been praying for? Do you really want these, all right, let's take love, all of that out of it. Let's simplify it. Let's say, like me, I want to lose weight. Okay. It's been a battle my whole life. Even when I was little, I try to eat healthy. I try to and it just doesn't budge. So there's times where I will do really, really, really good. Like I'll be going walking every day and I'll be eating all my fruits and vegetables and my, protein. And then I'll wake up one day and I'm just not tired. I'm just not feeling it. I just don't want to do it. Or the scale's not budging. So what does it matter? And then I'll start to downward spiral and then I'll go back to my bad habits of eating, or I'll just be like, oh, doesn't matter. And I won't go walking for a few days. And then I start to feel bad. I don't have as much energy. And it's at those moments, it's if I could just stick with it a little bit longer, if I could just be like, you know what? Yeah, I don't feel like walking today, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because I have started to do that more. This is my own personal battle I'm sharing with you. But I have started to do that. I used to always think I needed somebody to do it with me. And so if I couldn't find somebody to go walking with me, I just wouldn't go that day. But I've just been really, really pushing myself, even on the days when I really, really don't want to. And I find that after I do it, it's I just feel so much better. There was a day, I was like, I just no. And then I was I sat there and I was like, you know what? I was like, if I really am going to practice what I preach, that I need to just get up, put my shoes on and just go for the walk. I ended up running into an old friend. It was a beautiful day. Had I not forced myself at that moment, I would have never bumped into this person. So it makes me emotional because it is hard. I get how hard it is. So I just want you guys to do that. I'll make it a pact for myself to do that this month because I feel like this is a universal message, which it is, but I feel like this is going to be a hard month for everybody as far as just sticking with ourselves and trusting ourselves and pushing ourselves to keep doing what we are setting our goals to, to be able to keep pushing forward. I don't know why. I always cry. It's my thing. I just feel the energies and the emotions and stuff so deeply that it just gets me sometimes. But yeah, so it's it's those days that it's the hardest, if you can really overcome it and just push through and just put that one foot in front of the other kind of day, it's that's when you're going to start to see the mystery is unfold. You're going to start to discover things about yourself and, about how strong you really are as a person and all these different things. So I kind of went off on a lot of tangents here, but the overall message is October, I think overall general for everybody, is a month of testing by the universe. Testing as far as it's we can have what we want. We can reach our goals. We can become better people. But it's like I said, it's just this ebb and flow. And it's instead of, how do I explain this? It's letting the feelings just now, just letting that out, just crying, letting that out. Sometimes you just do that. You don't know why, you don't know why, why am I crying? I have no idea, but just letting it out and just accepting that those feelings are there. You might not know the reason why, but just letting it out and then just moving on. 5 minutes later, I'm going to be laughing. I don't know. October's definitely going to be a test between good and evil on a very, very large scale for everybody. And I think the more that we can push the negative thoughts, the negative, things out of our life, the more we can really focus on the healthy habits, the healthy self-love, the healthy thoughts, really sticking to our goals and what we want. It's there's so many things that are being hidden right now that the more you overcome those obstacles on a daily basis, the more you're going to start to learn about not only yourself, but the world, the more strong your intuition's going to become, the more you're going to discover. And it's like towards the end of this month, it's like this classic, like it's like the universe is going to finally like just be like, it's like you're going to have this explosion of like, oh my God, like had I like, you're just going to have like this moment of like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I went through that. Like, I'm so glad I didn't give up on myself. Like, there's something at the end of this month. It's like, if you can really stick on those higher planes, those higher vibrations, and those higher habits and thoughts, it's like you're going to be really in a good spot at the end of this month going forward. If you're somebody that lets that darker shadow or those negative energies take over, the end of this month is not going to be so good. So I want to do this. Give me 1 second. I wanted to blow my nose, but I can't find my tissues. Hold on. They're on my desk. All right. So I work from home, so my office is back there. But so I want to do this real quick. I'm going on an hour now blabbing on this video, but if somebody watches the whole thing or to this point, say something in the comments. I'm just curious. All right, if you made it this far and you're still watching, say I am good enough in the comments so we can get our intentions out there. And then I want to just quick poll. So if you're somebody that does happen to fall into those negative self-talks, like really just goes down that dark shadow kind of path this month, instead of really pushing forward and raising your vibration, I have some deep stuff I could be saying right now about this, but I don't want to scare people because I see things and I don't really necessarily want to communicate. But let's go on. So what I was going to pull for is, so you have this good versus evil battle that's going on this month, internally, externally, whatever your situation is. But the universe is testing us all this month. Not just you, but me, everybody's being tested. And how we're being tested is, can we keep those thoughts positive? Can we keep those actions positive? Can we keep that vibration high no matter what's going on, no matter what's thrown at us, no matter what we can and can't see? All right. But let's go ahead and see what happens if you are one of those people that get sucked into the negative, get sucked into the dark shadow work and, the self-sabotaging, and you can't get yourself up and you can't keep pushing forward. What happens at the end of the month for you? What will happen at the end of the month? Ooh, got 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. So I feel like it's nothing bad's going to happen to you. I just feel like you're going to miss out on something. I feel like if you are to keep positive and keep up, it's like you're going to get blessed by the universe with something at the end of the month. For those of us that just really, for whatever reason, struggle this month with keeping our thoughts positive, our actions, or we can't just stick with things and we just give up, or we just get pulled down that spiral, that negative spiral. I feel like with the 4 of Pentacles, it's the only person that's going to be affected by that is you. You're going to feel left out. You're going to feel like you missed out on something. So that, I don't like that. I don't want you to miss out. I don't want you to lose out on something or feel left out. So definitely, I'm begging you all, please, please, please keep your positive thoughts, keep your actions positive. We all know what's right and wrong in this world. So please, please, please do your best. Because I feel like the universe, people, especially even people like me that are usually tapped in and feel spirit and all of that, I feel like spirit is pulling back this month. You can call it spirit, you can call it God, you can call it universe, whatever you believe in. But it's like it's stepping back. It's kind of pulling back, which I'm not really into astrology, but I kind of read about it and I understand it. So I know there's a lot of planets this month that are retrograde. There's a lot of backward motion. So I do know that's going on, but it's almost like the universe itself. It's like your higher self, your guides are kind of pulling back. Everything's just pulling its back because it's like a time of like, okay, what are you going to do? Like we've shown you, we've tried to show you a sign, synchronicities and all these different things. And it's like, all right, if we don't do that, are you still going to trust yourself? Are you still going to keep with, pushing forward to your goals? Are you going to start going backwards and letting those self-sabotaging thoughts come through? Those negative habits start to creep back in. So wow, this is a major message for everybody this month. It's like I don't want to say make it or break it, but I feel like the ones that do strive and really, really shoot for the positive and shoot for their goals and shoot for, just really staying with what they believe in and staying on that positive path. There's something amazing that's going to bust through into November, like end of October, probably November, most likely. But those that succumb to this negative energy or these negative thought patterns or these negative habits, those that slip back to that and didn't learn their lessons or trust in themselves, they're going to feel left out at the end of the month into November, or they're going to feel like they lost something or they missed out on an opportunity. So I don't like that. I don't want you guys missing out. So please, please, I'm begging you, keep your thoughts, actions, everything as pure and clean as you can. Even on the days when you don't want to, we all have those days. Trust me, we all do. But those are the days that do make and break it for you. Ooh, there's a major test going on. There is a major universe test going on this month for everybody. Ooh, I hope we can all make it through. We will. If you're watching me, you're getting the message, you make it through. Ooh, I can feel that. This is a big one this month. All right, I'm going to end this because I don't think anybody's going to be watching at this point. And if you are, then I'm just going to drop this out there and see what happens. So, I don't like talking about this stuff because not everybody agrees or they're not in tuned enough. So anyways, I'm just going to do it. Screw it. I don't care. I'm just going to talk about it. What keeps pulling at my heart right now, what keeps popping into my thoughts is this whole, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it because I'm not ready to talk about it with everybody and put it out there like that. I'll tell you what, I'm nervous to talk about it because it is such a hot topic right now and people are so passionate on both sides and I really don't care which side you're on. I just wish we could all just let go and away. It's just a really deep spiritual lesson, and I don't know if I'm prepared to really dive into that on this video. But it's like, I could see why the universal messages are what they are this month, because this is going to be a pivotal month for everybody. And it's really going to divide a lot of people. And I just really, really hope the majority of the people go with the positives and go with doing what's right for themselves and sticking to what they truly believe in and not letting outside people or influencers or things force them to do things that they don't believe in. I'm going to leave it at that. Please. I'm just going to leave it at that. Maybe one of these days I need to start talking about spiritual laws and stuff, because there's so much spiritual hijacking that goes on in this world. Without our even just subconsciously, without us even knowing it, just because of the way that things are forced on us, by images, by I mean, you can't even go to a gas station anymore without having images blasted in your face with a large volume. Like, I wish I would pay an extra $1 to pump my gas if I could shut those stupid TV things off on the pump. Like, it's like everywhere we go, like, this stuff is just, and this is going into our subconscious. So we're subconsciously being hijacked right now on a grand world scale. And it's kind of what this is tapping into. But anyways, that's a whole nother deep topics and spiritual and whew. And it hurt. I mean, and people get very emotional and they get very passionate. And, you know, I don't think there's any proper answers on anything. Like, there's not one right way for anything. But I think as human beings, we just need to accept each other and we need to accept each other's opinions. And that we might not always agree. So, but I do feel like there's a lot of spiritual hijacking going on with people right now, through subconscious ways. But that's my own personal opinion, and that's a whole nother topic. So I'm going to move on. I do wish you all the best, and I love you all, and thank you so much if you do watch this video. Like I said, drop in that comments. I am good enough. I want to know if you're watched to the end. But yeah, definitely keep up. Next few days, I'm going to have all the love readings up and get that going. I do like these lives, so I'm going to probably jump on here and do some more of these as well. But I love you all. Have a wonderful evening. Till next time.